Hey, I'm Brian, and this is Nib Happens. I'm pretty new to fountain pens, so I'm not here to gatekeep. I'm here to learn. On this channel, I review pens from a beginner's point of view. What surprised me, what confused me, and what I actually enjoy using. If you're new to fountain pens, or you're just curious, welcome. Now, let's see what happens, because Nib happens. If you haven't seen my first two videos on the Pilot Metropolitan and the Lamy Safari, please go take a look at those. I'd appreciate it. The pen this week is the Scrivener. It is black green with a medium nib, and the total cost was $43.99. I will be honest, I purchased this pen strictly off the ads and the way it looked. It is promoted as a luxury looking pen at an affordable cost. So let's take a look at it and see if we agree. Now, right off the jump, it is a beautiful pen. Really like the way this looks. Comes with the outer cardboard box, inner cardboard display or presentation case. Nice cushion bottom to it for the pen to sit on, a strap to hold it in place. Be really good for giving a gift with this. Not sure if it'd be a good place to store it for daily use. Comes with a use and care guide. Warranty card. Also came with one blue and one black ink cartridge. Also came with a converter. Now this one is a screw-in converter as opposed to the push-in. And this one seems pretty straightforward. It looks like you just twist this and the plunger fills the ink in there. Now I haven't gotten into the converters yet. I think I'm going to wait until I get a few different kinds, and then we'll do a video seeing if we can figure out how they all work and see how big a mess we can make. Now the pen itself, as I said, really sharp looking pen. I like the way this looks. Has some good weight to it. Pen itself has some weight, but the cap is really heavy. It is a snap-on cap and very secure once it's snapped on. Might be a little on the thin side, but not too bad at all. Very nice balance to it. Very comfortable grip. Feels really good. Feels good in my hand without the cap on. And with the cap, comfortable writing either way. Now, let's take a look at how this pen writes. Okay. The pen seems to write very smooth. Surprised how smooth that is. Wondering if that has something to do with it being the medium nib, just like the Lamy. The lines are fairly thick. And it's not wet, but a little bit maybe. I don't think I'm a fan of the medium and larger nibs. I think I should stick with the fine, maybe even try an extra fine. Writes really well in cursive. And when you print, feels good with the cap on and without the cap. I mean, I like the way the medium nib flows with the output of ink, but I think I like the way the writing looks better with the fine. And on a side note, I'm loving this Rhodia paper. I think it makes all the difference in the world. Now, the instructions said after you put the ink cartridge in or fill the converter that you should store it nib down for 5 minutes before using. Well, of course, I couldn't wait that long, so after about a minute, I tried using it. Didn't have any problems. Wrote really well. And then I laid it down for about a day or so, and I went back to use it again, and I couldn't get any ink flow. So I had to hold it nib down again for quite a while till the ink started flowing, and then there didn't seem to be any issue. So there might be something to that 5 minutes. I think this is a good pen for someone looking for a luxury looking pen at an affordable price. I think the ad was spot on. Someone that likes heavier pens, I for one like heavy pens, so this is great for me. If you like lighter pens, might not be the best choice for you. In my opinion, might be more of a hobbyist pen. I haven't used this a whole lot, so it might be a great daily writer. Might change my mind on that later, the more I use it. New users or experienced users, I think this is a good choice for you. Pretty straightforward, not going to have any problem using it. Now, I wanted this pen to be really good, and I do think it is a good pen. As I've stated numerous times, I love the way it looks. I love the weight it has to it. And would I buy it again? Yes, absolutely. I do think this is a good pen that should be in anyone's collection, be a great addition, and I definitely was not disappointed. For the price of this pen, you could put it in a display and not even use it, and I don't think you would regret it. It could be a good occasional use pen, might be a great daily writer, I'm not sure. Like I said, I haven't used it enough, so I may change my mind on that. For me personally, I'm going to keep this in my writing area and put it in rotation so it will get used. Now, the next pen I'm going to take a look at is the Pilot Kakuno, so be looking for that in the future. I'm also thinking of doing a video on the first 30 days of reviewing pens on YouTube. If you think that's a good idea, leave a comment for me. Also drop a comment on which pens you think I should review, or if you have any other ideas. Thank you for watching this, and as always, if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.